Okay, this is a simple quick start video and you've downloaded the software, and so you start it and there's a log screen that opens up and you've got the licensing agreement and then the main application, and you don't have to change much here. Most of this is set correctly for most users and there's some more advanced settings, but you don't really have to change many of the settings, and I'll show you. Here we have the connection workflows up here at the top, and we've got 2 set up here and we've got 5 available. This is the basic version and we'll work with this second one here. It's made to not have any file conversion, and it doesn't have any third-party file conversion or workflow. So this is a simple upload from a file folder. And so to start with, though, we need to put our account credentials in, and there's some examples here, and I'll put in my account credentials for my SharePoint site access. Select it, and then you can paste in your user credentials. Same for the password. You select it, you can paste in your user credentials. We're not going to work with the Yammer access right now. This is a real simple setup to do a quick start with the file folders to SharePoint. So for this workflow, this folder right here, I can find this folder by selecting it and copying it and then going to a Windows Explorer screen and pasting it in here. And it's a sample folder set up already for us. If we back up one, you can see this is the application and all these files were created, and here's the configuration file, and here's sample folders. These could be anywhere, but these are samples that are set up to help you learn how to use the software. And once you get the feel for how simple it is to use, then you can set folders up anywhere on a file server, anywhere that you have access, and then change the address here in the application, and you can monitor those files and file folders and work with those file folders. But for now, we're working with these example file folders, and specifically the no file conversion workflow. This folder is this workflow right here, and there's a connection file already in here and it's empty, and this connection file tells the application where to upload files to in SharePoint. So let's go find a place on a SharePoint site where we want our files to be uploaded to when they're put into this file folder. Let's start with this site, but let's say that we want to put them in the My Documents folder, but even more than that, we want to put them in this folder, for instance, the video files for training. So we open up that folder. Now this is where we want the files to go. So once we have the space opened in the web browser where we want the files to go in the SharePoint site, all we have to do is go up here to the URL. It's automatically highlighted. You can press Control-C, copy it, and then go back to your connection file here that's in your connection folder and paste in the URL. And that's it. Close it up. It'll ask you to save and save it. And there you go. Now, when you drop files into this folder, they'll automatically be uploaded to this folder in SharePoint. So let's give that a try. I'll open up the app here, or show the app here, so you can see a little better how it works. You'll see the log file scrolling here as it displays every step that's being taken. You don't have to watch that, but it does help you to see what's going on. So everything has been set up here. This launch suffix, I don't want to have to add a suffix to the files to trigger them into the workflow, so I'm going to delete that. Now, any file that I drop in the folder specified in this workflow will automatically be uploaded to the location specified by the connection file, that particular connection file. So everything is set up here, and I'm going to restart the application so it registers all the changes that have been made, and we're ready to go. Here's a file folder with some example videos. I'll grab some of these and drag them into here. And you're done. At that point, you don't have to do anything else. At this point, the software is doing it in the background. It doesn't matter if you have this web browser open. This application can be running on a different computer, the Sentinel application. As long as it has access to this file folder, if it's on a server, then that shouldn't be a problem. And you can see here, once it puts this suffix on the file, then it's completed. You set that suffix here, and so that's the suffix that it puts on all the files once it's completed processing them and uploading them. So let's go look at the SharePoint site to that folder. Oh, and there's those files. So there you go. It was that simple. and you don't even have to be watching. This is all done automatically. Now you can have a folder anywhere you want in your hierarchy, and you could have those files already in this folder, and you could append the name of the file according to what you designated here, if you designated something here, and only launch files that you add a suffix to into the workflow. So you can even be selective about which files are uploaded into the SharePoint site. So if you have other files that are complementary to, for instance, video files that you're working on, and you only want to upload the video files, you can add the suffix selectively. But that's it. They don't have to be videos. They can be any documents. That's how to set up a connection folder and a connection file for the Sentinel connector for SharePoint or Sentinel SharePoint connector. Thank you very much.